Hi, my name is Ronnie Isaiah. I'm the author of Kaballah of Google. Let's get started with Chapter 1. Google, don't be evil. And so begins the relationship and comparison of what cannot even be compared. The realm of God and all that is holy, which is an infinite realm, and the realm of Google's latent semantic indexing of every page on the World Wide Web, which is a finite realm. The Jewish people's ancient mystical system of Kabbalah is understood and utilized for good. It can not only chase ranking up to the top of Google's search engine results for a website, but can indeed chase up every aspect of the Kabbalist's existence, enabling any simple layperson to live up to their potential and godly purpose. Read on or listen on, enjoy the view, and don't draw towards the conclusion that I'm an actual rabbi, learning in the mystical teachings, or even at least an internet marketing guru. Here this is not the case. I'm an eager student of both Hasidic philosophy and internet marketing technologies. All conclusions that I derive come from the perspective of Hashem's unity and the unique and lofty ability to perceive the this generation's place in the age of man. Much of what is considered in these articles as truth was related from the teachings of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. May he live long and remove us from our lost ways. The Rebbe has declared us as the last generation in exile and the first generation in paradise. Kabbalah and the truth of Torah is an inheritance that is passed on from generation to generation. We hold it now as our Jewish fathers and mothers safeguarded it and ensured it as an inheritance for their children and their children's children. Torah is life. It is the very breath of air that we inhale through our nostrils. It is purely and simply God. As it is written, He and His Torah are one. About the Torah, it is written that every question relating to its many principles, laws, and regulations has 70 complete, different, and sometimes opposing faces or answers. Shivim panim l'Torah, 70 faces to the Torah. And they are all correct. These perspectives are similarly expressed as the 70 faces of Torah, and they represent all the four levels of understanding. Pshat, simple literal understanding of the meaning of the words of the Torah. The Midrash, orally expressed and transmitted stories not included in the text of the Torah. Remez, allegorical stories that express and hint to conceptualize similar ideas in the Torah. And last but not least, Kabbalah, a secretive mystical level. There is a fifth level, which is not really a level at all. It is comprised of all four of the other levels and reveals the internal aspect of the Torah. This fifth level, Mashiach or Messiah, which is not really a level at all, is the level of drawing down or revealing the essence of truth of the Torah. An example, it's also known as Geula, redemption. The state of redemption exists when the entire physicality around us will be evidently godly, and the impure will cease to exist. When a Torah scholar masters the literal level of the Torah, he goes on to learn the next level and so on until after 40 years of marriage. He finds himself inducted into a secret brotherhood that he never knew existed. There he studies for many years until he might one day claim mastery over the esoteric side of the Torah. Kabbalah offers its mature and capable user the ability to fly, walk on water or through walls, read thoughts, and prophesize future events, even bringing back the dead to life. What, you may ask, is done with all those miraculous, wondrous powers, and for what purpose is the miracle machine to be used? It's kind of like a regular person. Every time they have a notion to search for something online, they just go to their powerful Google search tool and begin combining the ranked pages. Search can enter the realm of mundane and impure even to the lowest of all pits. The tzaddik, righteous one, searches to prevent that from ever happening, as he senses the trouble through his connection to the essence of every Jew. Let's explain here one more time. Here we're talking about searching, the difference between the average internet surfer searching out a keyword term and what a tzaddik, or the completely righteous one, searches for, which is to do his godly service. And in this world, that means revealing godliness by preventing bad things from happening and sensing how to help each and every Jew through his connection with each and every. We're going to go back into this a little bit more later on. But just to clarify, the tzaddik is a perfect soul. Perfect soul meaning that he's all good, no evil inclination. And his special purpose and power is to turn darkness into light. And we're going to get more into that in further chapters. To continue, Kaballah powers are employed by the tzaddikim, the righteous ones of Israel, whenever they deem during their lifelong tenure as the pillars and foundation of this world. I guess you could say that the tzaddikim, the righteous souls of Israel, use their powers when they need to find or figure something out in order to get their job done. Their job is primarily to bless Israel and, when need be, save the Jewish people. Put more eloquently, a tzaddik's job is to connect a Jew with Hashem, with God, blessed be He, and then get out of the way. Simply put, God runs the world of order with His godly order as prescribed in the Torah. With this system of flowing life force into this world, any Kabbalist that spells out the name of the created thing in correlation with its essence and recites an invocation or blessing can thereby bring about in it a new manifestation. Nothing can compare in any way to God's greatness. Maybe that's why Google decided to imitate it. It is fair to say that although not holy by nature, the corporate entity Google runs the searchable data of the World Wide Web with a system quite similar to how God runs the world, or at least how God runs half of it. Meaning, God's slogan is do good and turn away from evil, the basis of all of the commandments. Google's corporate slogan is don't be evil. And we're not trying to confuse Google with God. God forbid. In fact, they can't be compared, as mentioned in the beginning of the chapter. What we are trying to do is realize the success of Google and what's behind their intention, behind what they're doing. Further along, the Google Corporation is smart. They know that they can only create something from something else. They save the entire World Wide Web to their proprietary hard drives and analyze the theme relevance of the content on each page. From those findings, results are returned, and a relational ranking is maintained. The returns are filtered through Google's preferential order. Nothing new under the sun here, just a new platform to simply allow a user to input a permutation of some keywords and receive results from some type of theme relevance ranking. It's not as complex as it sounds, yet it is quite complex. In fact, many companies offer ranked results for keyword terms. You put in a keyword term, and they scan or reference or index their database of terms, and they have a relational database that tells them the relationship the search keyword has to their inventory of words.